Oh, hey, James Bond just killed that guy and then kissed a lady. What a gentleman and murderer.
Welcome to Attack the Show, everybody. If you like Bond's gadgets, stick around for our review of a new tablet computer.
Yes, and our web videos are way funnier than 007s.
They are?
Because we have them. So, you'll see.
Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
Welcome to Attack of the Show, everybody. TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira.
Hey, everyone. I'm Olivia Munn, and we're coming to you live from G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
Olivia, heated pool mum.
I know. You're going to come to my pool tomorrow, hang out. It's all heated to 86 degrees. I think it's costing me $1,000 right now.
I was in it last night.
What?
Yeah. Thanks.
You remember not to pee in the pool, right? On the show today, hey, remember Zoo Books? If you don't, we've got a clip that will remind you and around the net, lions and tigers and snark.
Oh!
My. Plus, we head to outer space in Galactopedia. You'll learn the mind-blowing truth about NASA's Avatar-style robot, a rock-melting laser, and the building of Spaceport America.
Yeah! Get it done. Then we review a lightweight tablet in Gadgetron. It's the Arcos 9. It's only an inch thick. It weighs less than 2 pounds. And you're going to see how we rate it. And Training Day director Antoine Fuqua will be here live in studio to talk about his new cop drama, Brooklyn's Finest. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that one of the cops is dirty. It's just a hunch.
And one's good.
Maybe they're all good family men just writing speeding tickets and that's it. Playing basketball at the Y.
That'd be a good movie.
No, it wouldn't.
Because it wouldn't be accurate. Time now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
Seriously.
I said it.
We're going around the net. And at number 5, we have a clip from the long-canceled kids show, Clarissa Explains It All.
Though I'm pretty sure even Clarissa can't explain this.
Not today, you don't. You're just jealous because I'm giving mom and dad a superior gift. All you got is cake slot. Hey, it's not cake slot. It's my grandma's recipe. Cake, cake slot, cake slot, cake slot, cake slot, cake
I lost him.
Yeah.
I lost him.
That is why the servers can never be down in World of Warcraft. Crap like that gets made.
Too much time.
With that said, Cake Slop is still better than most of Kesha's music, so we have that. Kesha fans? Yeah, no. She brushes her teeth with Jack. I bet that chips.
Who is Kesha?
She's like Lady Gaga, but broken, right?
Lady Gaga.
She spells her name with a $sign. Ooh. I don't know.
Is she white?
I think so, yeah. Isn't she? Can we get a Google check? Can we get a wiki?
Only white people will be stupid enough.
Lots of iPhones over there and a whole lot of shrugging going on. Can we get... Boy, I'm turning in my hip and with it card because we are no longer with the demo. Who's this Kesha? And what is she doing going around flashing her JJ and whatnot? Isn't she like the bad girl of pop or something like that?
I don't even know her. I don't know.
All right.
I'm out of
whatever.
it, though. I'm out of everything. Hey.
We shouldn't be too depressed that we don't know who Kesha is, I don't think.
Oh, I'm not depressed.
Oh.
I'm just tired.
Okay.
Hey, and at number 4, Jax Films presents a roundup of recent infomercials.
Yes, with a slightly altered audio track.
Women, aren't you tired of sexist remarks and being judged by your body rather than your character? Of course not. So here are some panties that'll make your ass look bigger. Is that bust of yours getting in the way of a good old-fashioned seatbelt? I'll solve your little problem, ladies. My shoulder strap used to pull so tight I could hardly breathe. Oh my God, yes. Call now at 1-800.
1-800.
Fairmouth, you.
Yeah. But that's what the titty bear was always thinking. That clip just finally gave him a voice. And that's what true art does. It gives voice to dirty bears.
Kitty bear?
Nom, 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 nom. Yeah. Yeah. Let's face it. You can waste your life completing video games. That's fine.
Oh, yeah. But you can actually waste even more of your life not completing video games.
What? Like who?
Well, like this guy who staged a traditional Irish dance in StarCraft.
Oh. Like, Americans are giggling, but in Korea, this guy is basically like a one-man Cirque du Soleil. So, give him some respect there. It's government mandated.
And number two, a little bit of nostalgia from your childhood, assuming you had a happy, nurturing childhood.
Which we didn't, so.
I did not.
Anyway, zoo books.
Uh-oh, here comes the giraffe. Y'all know what that means. It's zoo books. If you get zoo books, y'all can learn about zebras and how they like to kick cheetahs in their heads and whatnot. That's in the zoo books. And dinosaurs, too, because just because they're extinct don't mean they're not animals. So just call this number and we'll send you a ton of zoo books, probably more than you have room for. It's just $14.95, which is surprisingly expensive considering it's just some zoo books, but get them anyways. This monkey looks like some kind of clown monkey. Get zoo books today.
I would have signed up for that. Zoo books! You guys remember those? Yeah. I have such fond memories of you, zoo books.
Hey, speak for yourself, Kevin. My parents made me read
No, this is a painful memory. Get through it. This is a painful memory. Come on, work your way through it. What'd they make you read, Olivia? Come on, spit it out. We want to hear it. America wants to know. Come on, get it out.
Ayn Rand novels.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Should have said Anne. I don't know why he's...
Hold on.
Oh, there's more. There's more to this painful memory. Slow push. Okay, a little faster push than that. Let's get it. Just really get right in there. Really explore that. There we go.
I used to use them for light weightlifting.
Oh.
I can't cry for anything.
Yeah!
It's good to be heartless.
Still ahead.
Ayn Rand or Anne Rand?
Isn't Ayn Rand?
Ayn Rand.
You knew one of her books. You actually knew the name of it.
I know, because I like her book, The Fountainhead.
Oh.
Is what? Oh, okay, Scott, thank you.
Plasticbugs.com. Google ads. Help them out. Still ahead. Male
Are you
figure
still with
skating
Emily?
isn't.
Do you still have a girlfriend?
Yes. They're together. They're together now.
I'd like to see proof. Please
They got
bring
a
her
place on the canals. It's like Californication.
Scott and Emily are on the canal.
Yeah. Well, not on the canals. Oh, please keep going. Hey, male figure skating isn't just about grace, beauty, and looking sort of effeminate.
Yeah, see the world's most metal ice skating routine in our #1 around the net.
Yeah! Show Scott. Embarrass him.
Scott,
Embarrass him.
you don't have a girlfriend, do you?
There he
do
is.
you? Do
Show
you?
him.
Do you?
Yeah. He's over there. Hey, Scott.
Look how sad our audience is.
From the Vancouver Winter Olympics.
When you think of the most badass sports in the Winter Games, we know that figure skating.
Yeah.
That it probably doesn't come close to the top of your list.
Right. But maybe you missed Russian skater Evgeny Plushenko's. Thank you. Incredible platinum medal-winning performance to Metallica's 1986 thrasher, Battery.
think figure skating is for girly men? Well, you're wrong! Dead wrong! Come visit Evgeny Plashenko's House of Badass Unitards. We've got everything you need for your next skull-crushing ice dancing routine.
I am Plashenko. You watch this.
Our warehouse is stocked with all kinds of unitards. Spiked unitard, batwing unitard, crotchless unitard.
It is for chafing problem. Also, for genital intimidation of other skaters.
You want more? We've got more! Like the Black Death Unitard and, new for 2010, the Flammable Unitard.
It's fun to burn things. Yeah?
We also have skating accessories like axes, swords, and severed heads of various nationalities.
You buy now, mother.
Visit Evgeny Plashenko's House of Badass Unitards.
With recent budget cuts to the space program, it seems our reach into the heavens just got a hell of a lot shorter. Lucky for us, we've got a billionaire space enthusiast and an Avatar-esque robot to keep the galactic frontier alive. NASA won't be sending astronauts back to the moon anytime soon, but that's not holding them back from getting to that big gray rock. With the closing of the Constellation program, NASA seems to have a new plan up their sleeves, and it's called Project M. With an objective to study the moon from its surface, Project M will focus around a telepresence humanoid robot. This mechanized space explorer will be controlled by scientists in mocap suits on Earth, giving them a chance to examine the moon with a hands-on approach, instead of through the astronauts that they've trained in the past. Of course, there are some obstacles to overcome, like a 3-second radio delay between android and operator, plus the small feat of getting the government to fund it. But once it's greenlit, they claim it can be achieved in less than 3 years. Maybe they can just stand on a corner with their hands out asking for donations. In the meantime, NASA is gearing up to launch its nuclear-powered, rock-melting Mars rover next year. The Curiosity rover will continue the study of our red neighbor from its surface. To aid in this quest, Curiosity will be equipped with a new laser system dubbed ChemCam. This system blasts a very high-powered laser at the surface of rocks. In a second, the area vaporizes, creating a 14,000-degree ball of plasma. The color emitted by the plasma is analyzed through an onboard spectrometer, which will determine the elements that make up the stone. The ChemCam means Curiosity doesn't need to prep samples for analysis like its predecessors, and its lasers will help preserve the drill bit for important finds. The discovery of unobtainium has to be right around the corner. All of our power problems will be solved! With robots taking over for us in space, it's time to usher in the new era of space travel. And it lies in New Mexico? Last summer, construction started on Spaceport America, an ambitious project north of Truth and Consequences, New Mexico. It's the first purpose-built spaceport that will be a launching pad for Virgin Galactic's privately operated space line. Development of the site is well underway, and just last month, they began laying the concrete for the 10,000-foot-long runway. From here, Virgin Galactic's Spaceship Two and White Knight 2 will bring tourists into the upper atmosphere and allow them to gaze upon the stars. This could very well be the beginning of Starfleet. Andorian shingles, anyone? So there you have it. While our government has pulled the plug on sending people to the moon, that's not stopping NASA's robots or the great-great-great-grandfather of Captain Kirk from exploring the vast universe.
Oh, Moon. It's only a matter of time before you have a Starbucks.
Inside of an Arby's.
Oh. It's also a Pizza Hut / Taco Bell.
Oh, those are the best combination in the world.
You're like, I want
Pizza taco. Nom, nom. No?
No.
Oh,
you buy them separately. And you put them together.
And then you combine them, yeah. Magic. Hey, still ahead, it's day 3 of the standoff at Infinity Ward, and babies were thrown from the roof this morning, and all future Call of Duty games have been canceled.
Wow.
If I have any of that wrong, Adam Sessler will probably correct me, but I think that's 100% right. Babies and canceled.
We talk to the cast of Alice in Wonderland to see how Tim Burton updated Lewis Carroll's classic and made it 3D.
What?
We're going to some hallucinogens. We're involved.
Sweet. And later, director Antoine Fuqua will be here live in studio to talk about his new cop drama, Brooklyn's Finest. Not discuss the upcoming sequel to Williamsburg's Finest, which is about hipsters with trust funds. Cigarette. This guy's about to try jumping out of his bedroom window onto his trampoline. What happens next? Does he bounce off and fly into the wall? Does the trampoline break on impact? Or does he miss the trampoline? Find out when we return. This guy's about to try jumping out of his bedroom window onto his trampoline. What happens next? Does he bounce off and fly into the wall? Does the trampoline break on impact? Or does he miss the trampoline? Tadoosh. Everybody, we are live.
And either news or our spirits are breaking.
Call him A, call him B.
I'd like to say news, but I think it is both.
Yeah. Dead inside.
Hey, Allison, how's your life?
Faux show, both. I'm all right. I'm having an issue hearing right now, so if this is funky, it's because I blew my nose and I can't hear.
Hot, yeah.
So we'll see how this goes. Let's start the feed. I can't. It feels like I'm swimming in a fishbowl or something. I don't know. If people are talking to me on the IFB, I can't hear it. Oh, well, let's try this. All right, it's Thursday, March 4th, and here are your top stories. Budding engineers rejoice. Popular Science magazine has scanned its entire archives, and now you can read all of them online for free. Yay! Visitors to popsci.com are able to browse through all 137 years of Popular Science's publishing history. The venerable magazine teamed up with Google Books to make all this possible, but really all you need to know is that you can search all the documents and find headlines and gadgets like a pelican that swallows butts from March 1939. Really, look it up. He swallows butts. As the result of an ongoing legal dispute, the Upper Deck Trading Card Company will have to pay MLB Properties more than $2.4 million and must remove team names and Photoshop team logos out of their future baseball cards. Yeah, in February, Major League Baseball filed suit against Upper Deck, claiming the card company was using team logos without permission. The suit was filed 6 months after MLB sold exclusive trading rights to Topps, Upper Deck's chief rival. This is not the only major property Upper Deck has lost in the past few years. Blizzard Entertainment and Konami both retracted lucrative licensing agreements with the company. In a statement, Upper Deck's CEO and founder Richard McWilliam said that they'll just have to see how innovative and creative they can become now. I'm thinking they're making up team logos or something like that. And finally, the battle for modern warfare has officially begun. The two recently fired Infinity Ward founders have filed suit against gaming giant Activision for control of the COD franchise. The pair were forced out on March 1st after Activision conducted an investigation into charges of insubordination and breach of fiduciary duty. Now the stakes couldn't be higher, as the winner of the pending legal battle could gain future control of the lucrative franchise. But in other gaming news, the Rock Band network is live. Yeah! As of today, you can buy over 100 new songs that are immediately playable in Rock Band. And while the network was originally designed so unknown indie bands could get their tunes into the game, so far many of the new tracks are by established artists like the Shins of Montreal and the Hold Steady. We'll have a complete roundup of all of today's big gaming news coming up next in Game Break. I'm Allison Hayslip, and you've just been fed. Let's go back to Kevin.
Yay! Thank you. Cigarette butts. I get it. It's been one of the craziest weeks for gaming news in recent history, which means it's the perfect time to take a game break. Ladies and gentlemen, X-Play's Adam Sessler. How are you, sir?
A little tired.
I bet.
By Tuesday, it felt like it was already Friday.
This Activision thing is it's like your OJ trial, right? Like it's
exactly.
round-the-clock news choppers. You're
There's
looking
like
for
11-year-old
gloves and
nerds
weapons.
that will learn about the American legal system, especially civil court,
right?
Because of this.
Fiduciary?
Yeah, I know. It's not spelled with 2 O's.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
I don't get it. But let's get into this. G4TV.com had the scoop about the two bosses at Infinity Ward, which, for those who don't know, it's the Modern Warfare 2 developer. They were fired or let go or something happened.
It was
with them in
unclear at
Activision.
that time. Now it looks like, yes, that definitely was the
Their
case.
parking spaces no longer exist. That is the
That's a
end
good
result
way
of
of
all
putting
this.
it.
And as we just heard in the feed, it sounds like the battle's getting really crazy.
Right. Last night, we got word in a press release, interestingly enough, what we had all been expecting. They are taking legal action against Activision, and they filed their initial filing, which is called a complaint. It is a very good read. It's about 16 pages long.
What are they accusing Activision of, or what are they saying?
Of many things, of being very bad people. They're talking about how they were harassing employees, to try to get information.
Wow.
In the beginning, in the first sentence, they accuse Activision of astonishing arrogance and unmitigated greed. I mean, really, it's, I haven't read stuff like this since like Christopher Marlowe. It's quite compelling.
Can you sue somebody over being arrogant?
No, but they're just they're just pointing out
I need better
what
lawyers.
they want are some royalties. They have not received the royalties,
okay.
allegedly, and they are asking for that. In addition, they are laying claim to ownership of the Modern Warfare name, not the Call of Duty name.
Right, but the Modern Warfare name. Now, that's interesting because, okay, that could be a royalty-based issue, of course.
Yes.
But if you're Activision, this could potentially get in the way of you releasing downloadable content or even announcing a new game, right?
Right, exactly. Now, obviously, the courts have not decided who has Modern Warfare. There is the possibility that there could be sort of an injunction placed on the use of Modern Warfare until this all gets settled. What the implications of that would be, of course, we don't know. Now, of course, there also isn't an injunction. One important thing is they said that they deserve to have the term Modern Warfare, and that Call of Duty games, even without the Modern Warfare name, cannot be made in the post-Vietnam War era.
Wow, sending them back.
Now, the one thing that I am reading into that is there has been no Call of Duty Vietnam game. There has been a great deal of suspicion that the game coming out this year of the Call of Duty franchise would take place in the Vietnam War.
So is Activision going to have to do Call of Duty Modern Battlings or
Korean
updating
War.
fighting
It's
stuff?
the Korean War, maybe, World War One.
Okay, so there might be
Spanish-American War. It's all about Cuba.
As long as they're shooting and dogs and kill streaks,
Exactly.
fine. Now, the Rock Band Network, this is an interesting one because we've been talking about this since July. It went live today, as you heard, over 100 tracks created by record labels, and then the musicians themselves are uploading tracks as well. I saw this morning and said, okay, I'm interested. I'm going to fire up Rock Band again and see what's in there. Do you see that being sort of the case for everybody? Is this going to reignite the Rock Band brand?
I think it's going to help the Rock Band brand because smaller bands, smaller songs that don't have that same level of support. This is a great way to discover that music and get to play it on Rock Band. There's already people here at G4 that are quite excited about some of the songs they've found on it. I think the music industry is going to be very excited about this. This is a real viable way to break new bands. People are discovering music by playing Guitar Hero or Rock Band. And, hey, it's just for a couple of bucks, you get a handful of songs, and you find if you like them or not.
Absolutely. They'll take any dollar these days, so
exactly.
It doesn't matter where it comes from. And aside from all the gaming news this week, everyone seems really excited about Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Yeah, believe it or not, games are still coming out.
Yeah, games are still coming out. Crazy that Activision pulled this stunt to get the attention away from Battlefield. That's the whole reason they did this, as we know.
Of course, because
NeoGAF.
everybody on my board said that, too.
It's all a conspiracy. But, I mean, what are your thoughts on you guys, X-Play gave it a 4 out of 5,
4
right?
out of 5. But
Solid rating.
It's a solid game. The single player has improved from the first Bad Company. It's still not really the strongest point of the series. It doesn't feel like it's just multiplayer maps with bots, but it doesn't really sort of have that heft that you got out of a Call of Duty game.
Sure.
But the multiplayer is a lot of fun,
It's solid,
especially
right?
because of these very destructible environments. It changes tactics because you can't stay in one place for too long.
Right. I've been in just the short amount of time I've been playing it. I have gone to a window to snipe people and backed away from said window to realize that the walls around the window no longer existed.
Yes.
That's not something that happens in video games often.
It opens up interior design options like nothing before in the video game, I have to say.
A frag grenade really gives you the space.
It's like, oh, there's the negative space I've been looking for.
All right, I know it's been a crazy week for you. I thank you for stopping by.
Oh, no
As
problem
always,
at all.
Adam Sessler, everybody. Right now, we're going to send things over to my own bad company, Miss Olivia Munn.
Let's be honest, the new film, Alice in Wonderland, was made for children and people who take recreational drugs.
That's why I'm going.
What?
Because I'm a child at heart. Not the drugs part. Yay, fine.
Since you've been gone, the Red Queen has taken over all of Wonderland.
Tripping her way down the rabbit hole for a second time is an older and much hotter Alice in Wonderland.
What happened to your clothes? I outgrew them.
This reimagining of the Lewis Carroll classic is brought to life by Tim Burton and a heavy dose of 3D.
Oh,
Alice!
And where'd you get the inspiration for the look of it? Because obviously we see, you know, some hints at the Alice in Wonderland that we know from childhood.
Because there's been so many versions, we felt kind of clear to do our own version of it. And, you know, because our goal was always to remain true to Lewis Carroll, what we felt his characters were.
Have you any idea why a raven is like a writing desk?
Being able to play the Mad Hatter and breathe life into that and kind of take what Lewis Carroll has done and what Tim's vision is and then throw your own stuff in there. It was the stuff dreams are made of.
You're absolutely Alice. I'd know you anywhere.
It's a much more action-based Alice than we're used to. Did that kind of mess with you at all?
Not really. I wasn't in that bit, so I didn't really read it. Did you?
I read it, yeah. I don't know. I've kind of gotten used to seeing ass-kicking young women in films. We have our champion. It seemed like an appropriate update.
You're all late for tea!
Did you just have this entirely envisioned as you were shooting it?
Yes and no. Yes, there was enough emotionally and visually to hang on to, but in terms of eye, head sizes...
What a regrettably large head you have.
That was a constantly evolving thing.
I need to peek here.
Obviously, you guys shot almost entirely on green screen. Was it difficult to do that? I mean, not knowing what it was going to look like at the end?
It was fun.
No, it is.
It was like the purest form of imagination.
You know, he could have been lying to us. Do you realize that?
He could change his mind later on. It is true.
Yeah,
I don't think he would lie to us.
Oh, I don't know.
How about the 3D? How did you shoot respecting that?
A shot didn't really materialize till near the end, till recently. You know, it's like a weird opposite of making a movie. We didn't have many elements on the set, so we had to do lots of measurements and lots of things so that when we got to that process, you know, we knew the kind of spatial difference and things that we needed.
As if the classic wasn't mind-blowing enough, Burton's 3D update takes Wonderland to eye-popping dimensions. Journey through the looking glass with Alice in Wonderland.
I bet the inside of Tim Burton's head looks like a whimsical carnival just threw up.
Threw up on Johnny Depp.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, let's get our hands on a 9-inch touchscreen.
Let's just clean them carefully first. Here's a tablet with flash support.
Point Arcos. If you thought the netbook wasn't small enough for everyday computing, then you're going to love the Arcos 9 PC tablet. Only 0.68 inches thin and weighing 1.76 pounds, this fully functional computer uses a 9-inch touchscreen and virtual keyboard to navigate Windows 7 with ease. Plus, it's got an Intel Atom processor and 1 gig of RAM for all the power of a netbook in tablet form for $550. Can we pull that up on here?
Anne Hathaway.
I just found out Anne Hathaway was topless in a movie. Like, my world's been shattered. I can't talk about a tablet PC.
Brokeback Mountain and one called
Wait, there's more than one?
And Havoc. I believe it's one called Havoc. That's right after Princess Diaries.
Arcos.
They're nice, too. They're nice and big and full.
I bet. I love you, Anne Hathaway.
She's a really nice
I love
person,
her.
too. And
I bet she's a
her
sweet
boyfriend's
person, inside and
amazing.
out.
Her boyfriend is really sweet. You've met Adam before.
Hurdles
He's
were
very
designed to be leapt.
nice. So, since the announcement of the iPad, people have been... That's a good saying. Good.
Right?
Okay, so... people have been anxious to get their hands on a tablet PC.
Yeah.
Arcos has one of the first. It's called the Arcos 9.
Ooh, it's so shiny.
It is
perfect for blinding your friends.
10 inches long by 5 inches wide. It is a little over half an inch thick right there. It feels really heavy to me.
It's solid.
It's like a brick.
You could bludgeon people.
You could. It has a 9-inch touchscreen right there. The overall design of this tablet, they're trying to be sleek. I think
yes, they are trying.
But it's just heavy.
that was their intent.
It's just heavy, and the corners are sharp. But how functional do you think the layout is? That's a sharp edge.
The layout was fine. I mean, really, the layout was. It's kind of a minimalist approach. You have 5 buttons to complement the touchscreen. It has a kickstand in the back. Woo! It's wild.
It's like a motorcycle.
Yeah, like a Schwinn. It lets you free up your hands while using the device. The screen is, again, a decent size. It's 9 inches. Text is easy to read when you're browsing the web as well. But that's about all the nice things we're going to say about this thing for the next few minutes.
Though. That's a good kickstand.
Well, it does good. Perfect for tray tables. I don't know where else you're going to get.
Okay, so Okay, this has just as many features as a normal netbook, Wi-Fi, built-in webcam, Windows 7. But the user experience all hinges on its touchscreen, as does every touchscreen. So what do you think? How is it? Oh. With that kickstand, huh?
It's got a great kickstand in the back, in case you didn't see that. So you can put it on a desktop.
Stand.
Yep, pretty much any top.
Tray table.
Perfect for tray tables. The resistive touchscreen was not responsive at times, and when it worked, it was hard to just be accurate on this thing, especially when you're trying to type on the keyboard. They include a stylus, but if it's a touchscreen, I should be able to touch it.
Maybe it's a really big Palm Pilot.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like a giant Jornada from back in the mid-90s. There's also an optical trackpad, which you'll end up using a lot because, again, the touchscreen is so bad. It's just not that good.
Okay, well, touchscreen aside, which is really hard to put it aside since it's so bad, this little thing has a gig of RAM and an Atom processor.
Yeah.
Did it perform well?
It worked.
There's a kickstand.
It's got a kickstand.
And then you go like this.
Here's the thing. From power on to launching the Internet Explorer, it actually took about 2 minutes, which is a long time. It's longer than any
netbook
we've tested.
You know what that is? That's giving you the gift of time, because then you can go do things for 2 minutes you never really want to do. You're like, hey, you know what? This is loading up.
Yeah, I might want to check some email in an hour and a half. Let's get this thing going.
And then what you do is you clean your house, you visit friends. There's a lot you can do with it.
Yeah, it's the mounting anticipation is really one of the features that they should put on the box. Launching other applications takes about 30 seconds.
Well, why wouldn't it?
This is our producer here trying to launch one, but of course having trouble.
Why is he scratching it? It's not a scratch and sniff.
Well,
stop it.
That would be some functionality if it could do that. Overall,
snap!
Oh, sorry, Arcos. Don't take me off your Christmas card list. Overall, this thing does everything that a netbook can do, but it just does it way too slow.
Look at our timer up there. We're like, hey guys, we're still clocking.
Yeah.
Oh, 22.
Here's the thing.
Nope.
Here's the thing. On paper, this device is exactly what a lot of people want. And in fact, I think on paper, this device is what a lot of people wanted out of the iPad. The problem here is that, well, when it actually comes to life, it's not so great, and it uses Windows 7. And I'm not anti-Windows 7 at all.
But think about the good business, right? You don't have to spend the money to make it actually work well. You just have to write out on a piece of paper. And people will buy it.
I get it.
Print it out, put it on the box.
Yeah.
That's just all profit.
Yeah. I want to point out, Windows 7 isn't to blame. It's the fact that no customization has gone into Windows 7 to blame. Here's the thing. If you're going to use Windows 7, that's fine. You need to adjust the interface so that it takes advantage of the touch capabilities of your device, and so that closing Windows isn't a thumbnail-sized thing or something that requires a stylus. There's so many reasons why Windows 7 could be great, and yet just having good software isn't enough. You have to match it with good software. Or having good hardware is enough. You have to have good software, and they didn't have that.
Okay, well, it's $550. Do you think the Arcos 9 PC tablet is worth it?
No. It's not. Sorry, it's slow. The touchscreen is not good.
But it does give you time, and then there's a kickstand.
It does have the kickstand, though. We love the kickstand.
That is important. Yeah. What's the rating
on
the kickstand alone?
We're giving it a 2 out of 5. It gets 1 for showing up and 1 for the kickstand.
Oh, that's fun.
If you're looking for a powerful netbook, we do want to recommend... right here. There we go. This is the HP Mini 311. It's way faster. It's easier to use.
Huh?
It's cheaper at $400.
It's kind of heavy, though.
Yeah, it's definitely not like a tablet. It's a netbook, but again, for the functionality and price trade-off, this is the way to go. That's it for today's Gadget Prawn, everybody.
Yes, but if you have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us at gadgetprawn@g4tv.com.
All right, stay tuned. Director Antoine Fuqua will be here live in studio. We are going to talk about Brooklyn's finest. Stick around. Folks, the director of Training Day has a new cop film, and, well, you'll see in this clip, I'm going to guess that not all of them are good cops.
How's Alyssa? Your wife? Oh, I'm sorry, that's soon-to-be ex-wife, right? Get out. Get out.
It's all right, thank you. Just give us a minute, please.
I heard she's remodeling your house. On a cop's salary, huh? You know, a whole lot of cash has passed through your hands over the last 2 years.
You know so much about me. And you got a case, bring it. But until that time, step off. Dude.
With us today, is that all right? You guys okay? Okay, with us today, the director of Brooklyn's finest, Anton Fuqua, is here, everybody. How are you, sir? Good. Looking mighty sharp.
You know, I clean up a little bit for promotions.
Yeah, but for this show, I mean, we jump into pies and have midgets on tricycles
I
here.
know,
I don't know if
man.
anybody told you.
I was watching it in the back. I was like, I am way overdressed for this.
Yeah.
Nobody
Sorry about
told
that.
me. You know?
We could tear it up or throw
This
some
is
paint
like,
on you or
like
whatever.
being with my crew on the set. You know what I mean? If I walked on the set like this, they would slap that.
Well, what is it like on your sets? Is it like, because you're doing some pretty gritty, serious stuff all the time. You have to relieve some tension on set. I mean,
oh, we have fun, man. You know, we crack jokes all day long. You know, Ethan Hawke is always. Can I say that?
No, but you did. So it's. I mean, at this point, I'm not. Whatever.
You know, I mean, it's
actually, when profanity comes out of a suit on the show, the censors are there, so the spring shoots out of their ear. They're not used to seeing or hearing any of that, so that's fine. Let's get to that, because I know you get asked this a lot. This is your 45th interview today alone, but you have Don Cheadle, Ethan Hawke, Richard Gere, Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Is that like wrangling cats on set? Is it
crazy.
Is it
crazy.
Constantly trying to get them out of their trailers? Or?
Not at all, man. It was just really.
Throw somebody under the bus. Who's the worst?
It was the people. It was the people. Every time I bring Wesley Snipes out, they're like, got a scene going. It's a good scene. We're in the zone. Nino Brown. This is not New Jack, man. You know? It's like,
is it people just walking by the set, like shouting quotes from Demolition Man?
200 people all around all the time. Kids, you know what I mean? Cops, gangbangers, crazy.
Where did you actually shot this?
Van Dyke houses, yeah. Yeah, the police basically said if I go in there, I'm on my own.
Really?
Yeah. It was hardcore.
What a welcome party.
It was hardcore,
hey,
man.
Here's your complimentary Kevlar. Enjoy the shoot.
Yeah, good luck.
Because, you know, Australia's given really good tax breaks, and you can make the streets of Sydney look pretty gritty.
I've had crazier conversations than that.
I bet. Like, why don't you just green screen the damn thing?
They have people saying, you know, you call it Detroit Finest, you can call it, you know, something else. I was like, it's Brooklyn's Finest.
Yeah.
I'm shooting in Brooklyn.
Well, yeah, which is great, but I mean that must have created problems other than people shouting.
Oh yeah, and you know, we would be shooting a scene, and right up the street, somebody would be really getting shot.
Actual shooting going on while you're doing
Straight up.
shooting.
Straight
Really?
up. Oh yeah.
And you have security on set then, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well, I had a meeting with gang members a month ahead of time, the drug dealers, the community.
Will you put out a Craigslist ad and say, "Hey, I'm going to be filming in the area"?
Yeah, you know, just lay it out. You know, get on Facebook. You know what I mean?
Your LinkedIn.
Hey, Bloods and Crips. Come down, we're having a shoot today.
Yeah, so I mean, how does that? I mean, you obviously had to meet with them.
Yeah,
is this like a hey, for X amount of dollars, your production truck will survive the weekend sort of thing, or?
No. You know, they know I did training day. I went down
Right.
to South Central and did that with the Bloods and Crips. So I had a certain amount of respect. And then I just sat down with them and said, look, the kids need to see something positive. You know, they can see drug dealing and gangbanging all day long, but how many times can you bring Hollywood to your front door?
Right.
And you can prove everybody wrong that, you know, it's not all bad. And so they embrace that. And a lot of these guys have kids themselves, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So they embrace that.
Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Next one's on green screen, though, right? Be honest.
Yeah, I'm not going back up.
Like, I'm done. All right, so Training Day, which is just one of my favorite movies. I really love Training Day, and I know it was a huge success. Brooklyn's Finest. It's another kind of cop crime drama. What is it about this? Do you like just shooting in areas where your life is in danger, or is there something about cops in general that gets you?
No, you know, I do like shooting in areas that my life's in danger.
Really?
It's the juice. You know?
Yeah.
Because if my life's in danger, there's some things going on in there. But
you know, they make sugar-free Red Bull. It can also give you a jolt, sort of amp you up. Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that next time. No, but you know, it's about the pressure, man. The cops are under a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? I grew up not liking police officers at all, and then when you become friends with a lot of them, like I did, and you realize they make less than $30,000 a year starting in New York City. There's 45,000 cops. And there's like 150 psych doctors to deal with all the issues that they're dealing with.
Sure.
This is a recipe for disaster. And then every time you see TV, somebody gets shot, nobody explores those things. So in this movie, Don Cheadle plays an undercover cop who got too close to Wesley Snipes, who he's supposed to put back in jail, but they became best friends. And you got Ethan Hawke, who has a wife, 5 kids. She's pregnant with twins. The house has mold, and he can't afford to buy a new house. So, but he when he goes into the drug dens, there's $75,000, $100,000.
Right, time to make a
what are you
pretty
gonna
serious
do?
moral decision.
Right, and then Richard Gere he doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah, he's
like,
done. He's
I'm
out of the
retiring in 7 days. I'm sick of mankind. I'm out.
I mean, any one of those storylines would be good enough. The fact that you're weaving 4 into a single film means I am there opening day, sir. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing the stories with us. Pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Any other time, come on back.
Yeah, I'll change.
We'll dress you down.
I'll change, man. You don't have to worry about that. I'm dressed down.
Pleasure to have you here. Anton Fuqua, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Brooklyn's Finest comes out in theaters this Friday, but now over to Olivia Munn.
I love how cool you are, just chilling the whole interview. Just like, what's up? Just talking about cops and life. What's up? It's so nice. I want to be more cool like that. So, biking. That's a great, cool transition. Thanks, guys.
Lean forward. Be more cool.
So, anyway, biking is for athletes and Europeans, but if you want to bike American style, which is the cool style, you want to listen up and attack this. What? Just because you're riding around on a bike doesn't mean your ass isn't going to get lost, does it? To help you find your way around town, Sony Japan is releasing the NVU 35 GPS. This 3.5-inch weatherproof navigator sits atop your handlebars and offers 3D map views, 8 gigs of storage, and video playback. The interface is in Japanese, so you'll need to brush up on your language skills. But hey, it's only $400. Just remember to keep your eyes on the road. If you hate wheels with spokes as much as I do, I hate them. I really don't want to get into it right now. Another time. Then you are going to... I don't want to get into it right now. Okay, you're going to love this engineering miracle created by 9 Yale students. It's a spoke-less bicycle. How about that, right? Finally, essentially, the back wheels, it's just one giant gear that spins when you pedal the drivetrain on the back of the bike right there. It's as simple as that. See? There's no spokes. It's just that. Now, I don't know why it's taken so long to invent one of these, but I propose making them the norm from this day forward. Okay, so you ride your 10-speed to work to save the environment. Whoop-de-frickin-do, okay? If you want to be a truly badass hippie, you need to mow your yard with a pedal-powered lawnmower. Yeah, a biking and lawn mowing enthusiast handmade this 3-wheeled grass groomer by attaching an old-fashioned push mower to a tricycle. Yet another miracle in engineering. Combine that with the spokeless wheel, and it's going to get crazy up in here. You're leaning forward and... Hey, Antoine. No, I'm just... I'll hit a Chili's with you later. It's not a big deal. Anyways, head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS for info on all this high-tech bike stuff and more. Stick around. There's more of our show coming up after this. All right, everybody, go to g4tv.com/AOTS for info on all the things you guys saw today and more.
Thanks to Anton Fuqua and Adam Sensler for showing up. Stick around. The Women of Ninja Warrior is going to start...
3, 2...
Right now.
Now.